You're at DasCafe and I am Das. And at DasCafe, we serve good living, and that means I will teach you healthy eating, ways to take care of your body and reduce your risk of disease, healthy relationships, and spiritually being well. So we serve it all. What a full menu, and we serve it to you. Please share me with your family and friends, and do subscribe. Well, let's get ready for today's show. Well, our very first ingredient, these are ample 2 cups of sliced strawberries, and I'm using the frozen ones. This might be even more than 2 cups, but you can use fresh. What I don't use are the sliced strawberries that already have the sugar in it, because my goal is to always try to cut back on sugar. So that's what I want to share with you, because I think particularly children coming up, there are just so many sources of sugar, so I'm trying to reduce that. And by making my own strawberry sauce, I can regulate how much sugar I put in. Now I put about a 1/4 cup of raw sugar. I found that that's plenty. And I know in the strawberry sauce that you buy or you get in the ice cream shops have way more sugar than that. I just know that. And then I add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. You don't have to, but I kind of like this apricot preserve. Now, it may turn the red more of a less red color, somewhat almost orangey, but less red. But if you want to put food coloring in it to make it red again. But I like just about a 1/2 teaspoon of those apricot preserves that I put in here. I add about a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Now I like to use, I have this organic vanilla or imitation or non-alcoholic. This is a non-alcoholic vanilla. Then I add 1 tablespoon of a cornstarch. Just a pinch. Oops, I think that was more than a pinch. Okay, then I'm gonna turn it up to somewhere between low and medium and start cooking it up. Now you do need to stay nearby because you don't want it to scorch. And since you don't have a lot of liquid in here right now, the liquid is gonna come from those strawberries as it cooks up. So you don't want to turn your heat up too high. And it will start cooking up, and then the juice from the strawberries just gets into there along with the cornstarch and the other flavorings that we added, and it will start cooking up, and then it's very good. So we're gonna let that get ready to cook. I watch it a little bit, let it cook, start seeing a few bubbles, then I know I'm gonna turn it down to low, cook it a little longer, and that's it. End up. Just enough for a couple of servings, or maybe 3 or 4 servings, depending on what it is you want to use. But again, after you boil it, then you want to simmer it for about 25, almost 30 minutes. And you can use just a couple of teaspoons of cornstarch. I used about a tablespoon of cornstarch. Some people use no cornstarch, they just like the syrup. But again, after you boil it, then you want to simmer it for about 25, almost 30 minutes. There's the product right there. I'm getting ready to have, it's a treat, it's a dessert. And once again, I like to try to cut back the amount of sugar that I use, the sweetener that I use. And I mentioned some sweeteners that you could use, monk fruit. I like sucanat, raw sugar. Some people want to use honey or raw honey. Well, thanks for watching. Remember, at DasCafe, we serve good living, and we serve it to you. So share me with family and friends, and see you next show.